Leo, what's up? Welcome back. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to look at who has eyes on you. And Leo, we're also looking at what qualities, what it is about you that they like. I mean, the last couple of weeks, it's been hard love readings. We were looking at hidden truth. We were looking at love blocks. And when we're looking at those kind of things, obviously, we're working through the challenges. So it was a hard energy for me, and I'm sure, Leo, it was a hard energy for you. So you got through it. Now we're going to look at something that's a little bit more fun and light, and why not? That's the energy we are in right now. So if you are excited and you want to see what this is, stay on. I didn't meditate on the energy. We're going to do it together. So it might take a little bit longer, but hey, I think we're going to have some fun here, okay? So this is a general reading. So if you are already in a loving, happy, harmonious, just delicious relationship, this message may not resonate as much unless you are wanting to confirm that the person you cozying up to still got eyes on you. Then sure, this message could be for you. Again, this is a general reading. Don't force anything that does not fit. And we're just going to let spirit talk to us. God, angel, spirit guides for Leo. What is it that makes Leo stand out? What are the characteristics, the things about Leo that make them attractive to whoever has eyes on them? What I just saw a preview of was the Ace of Pentacles. So something about you knowing how to create fortune for yourself, knowing how to build, how to heal yourself. That's a vibe that came up. That felt more like a trailer, but we're going to see what else comes out here, okay? God, angel, spirit guides for Leo, please. What is it that their person or the person who has their eyes on them find attractive? What are the characteristics? What is it about them? All right. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay. Oh, this is good. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Anything else? We'll take it. The first card that popped out is King of Wands. This is power. There's something about you, and Leo, you know this. I think of you as the sign that absorbs the sun. I'm still working out with spirit why that's the image that comes to my mind when I think about Leo, and it's been like that for a while, absorbing the sun. You are the sun, right? Even in the tarot, that's the card that is you. But the King of Wands is also a fire energy. And so this is being able to use your passion, your understanding, your attractiveness. Whoever is looking at you, Leo, they find you to be incredibly attractive, strong, have courage, and you use those things to close into a decision, to finalize things. You know how to bring things to completion. It feels like a master type of energy that you have, and whoever has eyes on you, they're attracted to that. Now, this is an interesting one, okay? There's a spiciness to you that somebody is feeling with the Five of Wands out here. So I don't know if you know this person, but sometimes, Leo, people like somebody who has their own idea, who is like, no, I'm going in this direction. And so if you are someone, Leo, where you got the little spice to you, if I say it's left, and what you gonna do? Who's gonna check me type of energy? There's something about that this person likes. It feels like being able to hold your own. This is also an energy of not settling for less. You know what the Four of Cups is. It's like, if I'm not feeling it, nope. Who's gonna check me? Who's gonna push me? If I'm not wanting this, if this is not good enough for me, if this cup is not full of the best sparkling water, I don't want it. And it's something about that is attractive to this other person. And we're going to get some cards out here to see what the characteristics are of this other person who has eyes on you. But they see you as someone who's not going to settle. And let me tell you something, Leo. When it comes to love and relationships, you don't want somebody who's going to choose everyone. We don't want people who are for the community and for the streets. We want picky people at some level, not too picky now. But when it comes to having eyes on people, we want to see that they're not going to be easily swayed to be in and out of different relationships with different people. And so it has to be the right cup for you. You're not going to pick anybody, and whoever's looking at you, they're like, okay, I like that. That's good. It feels like it gives them a sense of security in the connection. You have a lot of favor with this 8 energy here. So I don't know if you also have kind of Sagittarius energy somewhere in your chart, Leo. I'm not sure, but these are some, I'm feeling Sagittarius cards out here. But then, as you know, the 5 of Wands, that's a fixed energy. So it's really just you being yourself. They like the part of you that makes you the Leo that you are, the lion. You know how to stand firm in what you believe in. You know how you're wonderful to work with, especially in leadership, because you know how to lead really, really well. Everyone, I think, needs to have a Leo on their team. Bright ideas, smart, knows when to pull it back, but knows how to step in. So that's something they like about you. But again, with the 8 of Wands, wonderful communication. You feel like a go-getter energy. So you might live at a distance. I don't know if whoever has eyes on you, you're not living in the same city, same state. There's some distance, but this feels like they see you as someone who's up and moving, like you kind of can up and go. This is like spontaneous energy, spontaneous communication. You know, the 8 of Wands is excited energy, where it's like out of nowhere, things can change in an instant. That creates abundance and exciting times, right? So exciting times coming out of nowhere. So that is the energy that you bring. They like that. You know how to get what you want. Again, this feels like this 4 of Cups. You're going to say no to the cups that are not for you because you know what you deserve. They also see you as someone who's accomplished. I think of this card as someone sitting in front of their trophies, their accomplishments, the things that they have that they have built to fulfill them. If you know something about the tarot, you know that the 9 of Cups comes after the what? The 8 of Cups. So in the 8 of Cups, there's a person who is dressed in red, oftentimes representing faith. At least it does for me in color theory, represents faith. And so they're walking away from 8 Cups. It's like they walked all the way up to the cups in the 8 of Cups card, and they're like, where's my 9th cup at? Or where's this other cup? And they decided to say, okay, I walked all the way over here. I believed for it. It's not exactly what I want. I'm going after my 9. And then they have the red on here too. It's almost like the achievement, being crowned with the natural outcome of having faith with this red ornament on the head. So they see you as someone, you are not going to give up until you get what you want. All stemming from the fact that, Leo, you being someone who absorbs the sun, you know what your worth is. And when you have a moment where you're not feeling quite yourself, you know how to get yourself back together. You bring joy, you bring lightness, you bring beauty to the world. This is the Empress, led by Venus. So it's love here. And you know how to stay the course. The Empress is also kind of like a divine feminine energy that is creative. It knows how to, this energy, it's not about the gender. That divine feminine energy knows how to tap into an unlimited well of potential. And so that is a wonderful partner to have. You're always going to have ideas. You're always going to know how to take a nickel and make it into $800. You know how to survive. You're touched by divinity here, right? With the staff being here. So that is, or scepter, excuse me, being touched by divinity, having intuitive knowing, having spiritual merit, that at any moment, if you need to call on spirit to understand how to alchemize something, you know how to do it. And that is the vibe that's coming up here. This also feels like fair and just. You have a lot of favor. Again, in a relationship, you want someone who's reasonable, who's fair and just, who's not going to make it all about them, who likes for things to play out with equality, with equity. So beautiful, beautiful energy that you want to see in a partner. Okay, so that's what they see in you. That's what they're looking at, whoever this person is who has eyes on you. Now I'm about to go over to this person, see who this person is who's looking at you, Leo. God, angel, spirit guide, who has eyes on Leo right now? Who is this person that has eyes on Leo. Let's see. Okay. Who is this person that has eyes on Leo right now? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay. Oh. Got two out here so far. Oh. Okay. All right. Now, this is kind of interesting. Leo, if you know this person who has eyes on you, for some of you, I don't think you see this person as your speed. I don't think you see this person as someone that you like right now, okay? I don't know, though. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to get some confirmation out here. Okay. All right. The first card out here is the Six of Pentacles, and it was in reverse. Okay, so this person could be a Taurus. That is a Taurus energy out here. But if you know who this person is not as giving, Leo, as you would like for them to be. I mean, with the kind of cards that you have out here, knowing your worth and things like that, being fair and just, oftentimes that doesn't feel like a match for someone like you. You want things to be fair. You want equanimity. You want things to be equal in a relationship, at least close to it. And if you know this person either does not have all of their stuff together to give, but you know, when the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, they don't have the capacity to, in a healthy way, be in a relationship, because they might come across as stingy or selfish or not giving with their time. Okay, now there's a Six of Wands out here. Now that's also a Leo energy, and so this could be another Leo as well. I'm just going to name the signs as we go in case that helps to narrow it down. This person probably has some type of success or fame attached to them, and it may not be global fame or national fame, but maybe they are the star athlete. Maybe they are in a leadership position in their job. I'm not seeing any king cards. I'm seeing it for you, Leo. So whoever I'm speaking to on your end, you might be a CEO of a company, or you might be in some high-ranking position. But this person definitely has light around them, and they have shine around them. The Fool card is out here in reverse, and this also feels like they might be a little bit rigid, not willing to step out on faith in a relationship. It just kind of feels like a guarded energy. I'm not seeing the Four of Pentacles out here. That's kind of like a guarded energy, keeping things close to the vest. That's not out here, but other cards that kind of remind me of that. The Fool energy being in reverse, not willing to step out, not willing to try anything new. There's a spontaneity about you, Leo, whoever I'm speaking to. You don't mind saying, okay, you know what? The beach is right there. Let's just jump in the water with our clothes on. You know, that's extreme, but that's what popped in my mind. That kind of like, you know what? We don't have anything planned next week. Let's see if we can get a standby flight to Florida. You know, it does not feel like that person is quite like that. Okay, when it comes to values and structure and system, this person breaks the rules. That might be something that you're kind of cool with, but it feels like this person is more interested in being themselves, even if it breaks the rules. And if you are attracted to this person, Leo, it's probably because they stand firmly, and this is beneath the deck with the Seven of Wands. They stand firmly in who they are. They know how to protect themselves. There is a guarded protection energy. I know how to defend myself. You know, I don't care what other people think. That's what's kind of coming up for this person. Very interesting energy. All right, so now I'm going to do a couple more cards out here. Okay, Leo? So this next one is going to be some oracle cards in case you all decide to connect. If you all decide to connect, and if you have not already connected, we're going to see what that kind of connection would be. All right, God, angel, spirit guides, for Leo, please. What kind of connection will this be if the two of these people, the two of these folks, come together. Leo and the person who has eyes on them. What kind of connection would this be? All right. Let's see here. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What kind of connection would this be? I knew. I'm having too much fun. Okay. I think you know this person. I think you already put this person or these people in a friend zone, Leo. Leo, that, you know what? I admire that. I love that. You're like, I know what I'm worth. This person might have already been in a friend zone, but they are texting you that every time they see you at work or wherever they're like, hey, and you're like, you know, hey friend, we can be friends just in case. This, Leo, this feels like you keep this person in your pocket, perhaps. The friend zone card out here, and it says a lack of passion in this companionship. It does not feel like it's a match. You know, Leo friend, if you were sitting across this table with me and we were having our tea, I would be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is your best match, Leo, because you kind of like valuable and perfect to me. But it feels like you know this already, that whoever has eyes on you, you're not really feeling that. I was going to reshuffle, but I want to show you what's beneath the deck. I don't want to forget that. So physical connection is here too. And it says the sacred union of bodies to becoming one. This person with the passion cards that are here, you may have enjoyed each other's company, read between the lines. You may have taken time to hang out. You may have explored each other, and maybe that is because of that. You know that this is a friend zone thing, Leo. But it just really feels like they're not really your speed. Now I'm going to do a final message out here. I'm going to get a final card out here in case you have not connected with this person, if they're kind of like hiding in the shadows or they're just watching you. I'm going to see, for those of you who have not met this person or know this person, if they're going to actually approach you or if you're going to approach them. God, angel, spirit guides, this person who has eyes on Leo, will they approach Leo? Will they approach them? It says yes. And also too, this person is probably someone from the past, and that's probably why you've been friends. There's another thing that's coming through. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. This person might be from the past, and that's probably why there's a friend zone thing, okay? You've been knowing them since high school. You've been knowing them from middle school. It's like, oh, that's just Ashley, or that's just little Earl, or that's little Ricky. You know, it's like you've been knowing this person, and maybe that's another reason why it's hard for you, and I'm getting this right now, it might be hard for you to see this person as a potential serious mate or companion because you've been knowing them for so long. But for those of you who know this person, you really do have a great friendship. And that's what brings you all together, because you like the same things. You grew up in the same era. You like the same music, foods. You both can have conversations about, remember when times were like this? Remember when we didn't even have cell phones, or whatever it is that brings you together. They're kind of like one of those people in the world that remind you of a younger self that can help keep you grounded as time and life is changing. So, Leo, my love cup, that is what I have for you. Hopefully that felt a little bit lighter, because the past couple of weeks and months we've been looking at these love readings. We're asking about the hard questions, so they're hard readings, and hopefully this was just a little bit more refreshing, a little bit lighter. That's my intention. That's my hope. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know, I'm on TikTok too. Okay, I love you. Take care, Leo. Bye.